Hey coach, hope you're enjoying the video. Make sure you subscribe and like. We love those. Also go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. If you want to become a better coach in less than $1 a day, you can do that. My mentor, my personal email address, I will help you become a better basketball coach. Go over and check it out. Let's head back to the video.
All right, welcome, Coach, to the Basketball Leadership Podcast. And today we're going to talk about cultivating confidence. So this is an interesting topic, Coach.
It is. This was one of my newsletter topics probably a couple months ago, and I wrote about it.
And where do they find your newsletter, Coach?
My newsletter, if you go to gb1leadership.com, you can subscribe there. It's a free newsletter. Once a week, about a 4 to 5 minute read. Well, coaching, leadership, personal growth. It's a great newsletter for coaches. Over 10,000 people are reading it right now. So I encourage you to check it out.
Every Thursday at 7 a.m.
7 a.m. Yep. Oof. Nice little quick 4 or 5 minute read. So
okay.
I talked about cultivating confidence and a couple things, and I really talked about 5 ways to do it. So I'll just go through them quick, and then we can talk about it. Okay.
Yep.
First of all, one thing I share is I think confidence is a superpower for kids. When you have confident kids, and confidence is a superpower for all of us. Yeah, how do you develop confidence? How do you develop self-assurance? Because as coaches and leaders, when we're confident, our kids are going to be confident and our players are going to be confident. So it's incredibly important. I also believe that confidence is earned. You can't just have fake confidence. You got to earn that. And so then the question is how, and these are where these 5 things are going to come into play. And then my last point is confidence is contagious. And I kind of mentioned that earlier, but
it really is.
I think your great Vince Lombardi coach in Green Bay once said, confidence is contagious, but also so is lack of confidence contagious. And so we have to be confident and distribute that confidence.
You can kind of see that in teams once you hit about the halfway mark. Mm-hmm. You can see the ones that are spiraling.
Yep.
And you can see the ones that, ooh, I do not want to see them. Like they're just, I mean, there's a team in our league right now and they're just passing. I mean, they're just like, and they're good, but I don't know if they're
energy.
Yeah, it's everything. And it's like, and it's confidence. It is. It's like there's lightning in a bottle. It's great. I mean, it's when it happens. I know.
We know we're going to win. We know we can win and nothing's going to stop us. Yeah. So I got 5 things on how to build confidence. I think number 1, and these are things we have to emphasize with our team and our kids. The first one, because confidence is earned, is you got to put in the work. I mean, there's no other way around it. There's no secret to success. You got to put in the work. So step 1 is to just put in the work and do it. That's where it all starts.
It does. And it's not, and it's, I'm going to jump in on work for a second. Yep. It's not just putting in work. It's putting in effective, good, strong work. I've had more than a handful of conversations about, I would rather have the kid, from a basketball standpoint, because it's basketball leadership, I'd rather have a kid come in and give me 20 minutes of work than an hour worth of, you know what I mean? And 100%. They don't always know, and you have to teach them, this is work. Like, this is work. Like, that felt like work. And that's what I tell them in the summer. All of us coaches that are listening, it's like, it's not about the time. It's about what you're doing with the time. And it's like, you can do everything. You can play baseball, you can play football, you can play basketball, you can see your friends, you can go with your girlfriend, you can do that. But you have to figure out how you can make it work and how to condense the work into
and focus,
right.
Like, what am I going to get better at today? Be specific and intentional about it. I've had many practices where we're humming. I mean, it's 40 minutes. We got everything accomplished I wanted to. It's great. I'm cutting it short today. I want us to end on a positive because I'm building confidence in kids.
Yesterday was great. We bing, 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 bing. And then we played a fun, like 2-up game, shooting game. They were having a ball and joking with each other. And it was great. It's like done. That's what, I love
Get out of here. Leave on a positive. Yep. I think number two, and on that note, is you have the mindset piece of it. You have to think positive thoughts. So to build confidence in kids, you have to get them. I had a, our point guard missed a couple free throws. He was fired up in our game the other day because he missed another free throw, and the negative, the negative mindset came up. Like, I'm not making free throws. I can't. No, yeah, you're not going to make it when you have that mindset. Confidence, so much of it is talking to yourself instead of listening to yourself. Just because you have a negative thought does not mean you have to believe it. So
Right.
you have to be able to, when those negative thoughts come in, because they do, you have to be able to talk yourself out of those. I think confident people can do that. And so
I think
I think
self-talk's a
that's
big
number
part. I
two.
think self-talk is huge.
It is.
I do self-talk all the time. Like, yeah, I think
Yeah.
you got to process it. Yeah.
Human nature is the negative. It's like, it keeps us alive. Like, don't walk out in the middle of the street when a car is coming. That's a negative. You have to have something to overcome that and filter it. And I
Right.
think
And
that's
there's different
really important.
types. Like, there's an automatic reaction, hot stove, touch, burn.
Yeah.
Don't do that anymore. You don't get a second choice on the car hitting you in the street.
No.
So as there's these different types of processing that you have to go through. Yeah, I know. I agree. I 100% agree.
So one, put in the work. Two, think positive thoughts. Three is to prepare. A failure to plan is a plan for failure. My kids and my team have heard that over and over again, but confident teams are prepared. They know when that situation comes in a game, they have something that they're going to run that's going to give them an opportunity, or they know what they're going to do. They're thinking free, and that comes from a coach preparing them for that moment, talking about pressure ahead of time, and talking to them about the importance of poise ahead of time. That's all part of preparation. So that's number three. Number four is similar to that, but I think prepare was more with the basketball angle. Plan ahead for adversity. Okay. Adversity is going to happen. Your kids have to know it's going to happen. Use the games during the season where it does happen to prepare them for when it matters later. And I think that's one way that you build confidence. And then finally, playing with no fear. You can't have a fear of failure. You can't have a fear that something's going to go wrong. You've got to play without this fear of failure, which is so hard for kids to overcome that. But those are the five. I'd put in the work, think positive thoughts, prepare, plan ahead for adversity, and play with no fear.
Yeah. And I think, and as a coach, you can control some, like planning, you can plan some of those things as far as building confidence. Like, I'll give an example. There was a game we ended up losing, and we ended up missing a layup at the end, but they ran the play to perfection with 5.2. And you know why I knew they were going to? Because we had practiced it. We had played there. When I went to the locker, when I went to the huddle, I said, we're going to run this play. And you can see it in their eye, like, oh, we know what we're doing. Here we go. So-and-so's here, blah, 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 and they ran it to perfection. And it's like, that's where that confidence, I knew they were going to be confident. I'm not going to, if I had tried to do something that was outside of their realm of knowledge at that point, it wouldn't work. They wouldn't have been confident at all. Like, yeah. I think that's super important moving forward. Anything else, Coach?
That is it.
All right. Until next week.
Thanks for watching, Coach. Make sure you go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Make sure you subscribe so you get notified every time we come back on. But you will not be disappointed with teachhoops.com. 14-day free trial. Let's go check it out. Have a great day.